How's it hang, Nitto gang? Welcome back to Silver TCG, and you can't see my other hand, but that doesn't matter. We're back at it again this weekend, another challenge. There was only one available this week within 100 miles. I mean, there was one available on Friday, but that was really far away, and after work, and all. Yeah, it wasn't happening. So, we went to the one on Saturday, and we're gonna show some clips and, just a little bit of the play, and then we'll go over it and some of the tips and stuff that we learned from this one, and a little bit about the actual gameplay. I wish we could have recorded more of the gameplays, but we're still working on the equipment for that. So, let's see how it went.
Alright guys, we're just down the road from Villain Comics. It's that way. Yeah, and we're going to be participating, of course, as I said, in this league challenge, and I brought a different deck this time. Let's do this. How's it hang, Nitto gang? We just got finished. I placed third because of resistance. So, yeah, I'm new to that. I don't know. I only lost once. So, it is what it is. But I got 4 prize packs. I actually finished my play set of these bad boys. And I got a Nidoran sticker. But fun. We'll show you what Gold got when we get back home. Let's go.
Alright, guys. As you can see, we did play Pokemon, and
we did.
we got some shots. We didn't get shots of my first matches or whatever, because my daughter started doing the filming over just to get some clips of us playing and who and what was on the boards and stuff like that. And we'll go over what happened in the matches later. But I ended up getting third. But that was because of, resistance or, something like that. I'm still learning. We're going to go through this together, okay? But, so, he has a more established record. And I guess maybe more league points or something like that. But we both were 3-1. But he got second and I got third. If we would have went another round...
You would have beat him,
I would have beaten him. My deck is built around... most definitely taking care of his. Not that he's a bad player or anything like that, but I'm using Raging Bolt, and I set it up with all of their special little damage counters in the back. There's no Hoot Hoots or Knockdowns. It's running turbo mode, and it runs very turbo mode. It's a really nice setup. Took me forever to
perfect it.
Yeah. The thing, I don't know if anybody else is doing it right now. I haven't checked, but I kind of just started with the thought of Raging Bolt and running Iron Leaves, and then kind of just started picking apart the things I know Marnie would go after, because I've had so much annoyance with Marnie's Grim Snarl, but which is kind of funny because
Marnie's Grimmsnarl is actually what I played this weekend. I didn't rank in the top, but I didn't get last place either. I actually got 1-1 match. So with a new deck for myself, I'm actually pretty proud of that.
Yeah, we both just started these decks, and she doesn't play or playing around this as much as I do, so it's more than fair to say that she did well by winning one.
Yes.
And because she went up against Marnie's Grimmsnarl for one of them, and then like an Archaludon, which is kind of tough to get around as well.
I played so hard in that match. I know I did.
But the fact she got a win is still decent.
Yes.
But we'll go over all those details later. I got some prize packs and some stuff, and you got some prize packs from some stuff. So let's go ahead and open those up, and then we'll talk about the overall, matches and all that kind of stuff. So, we both got these, which is really cool, which is these. That little prize pack league symbol there, just in that little area. And yeah, it's really cool. They gave us 2. We got to pick 2. So now I have a full play set of these. Amazing. Now we have 2 of these Professor Willow's professor's researches, which is awesome. I also got this, which is really cool. And then 4 prize packs. Let's do it. Let's go. I'm sorry, guys. Should we speed this part up? I don't know. I don't think so. But yeah, this has been really fun. It was really fun, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm hoping that I get a stamped Fez.
Ooh, we need that.
Yes. Ooh.
The more of these tournaments and stuff that we go to, oh, nice.
And a fan wrote them.
The more excited I'm getting to meet all the different people, seeing how everyone else plays, and there's a whole lot of new players out there too. Like, I was worried when we started playing at first that we were going to see all these seasoned players.
Well, I'm going to be honest.
We've seen a lot of them, but
most of my matches have been like very, oh man. But yeah, no, you're right. See, there's a whole bunch of new people that we're running into as well, and it's great.
It's nice. The sense of nice at Crispin.
Nice.
Cool. The sense of community is absolutely wonderful. Like, if you tell whoever you're going against, and you're always like, "Hey, Night Stretcher!
Oh, we needed another one of these.
Nice.
Here you go. You can put that.
Like, I'm always honest. I know Silver is too, and he tells them, like, I'm just starting out, so I apologize if I'm asked questions or make mistakes. And they're very, very personal and willing to help. So I thought that's awesome.
I can't get this one open because, guys, my IQ lowered a little bit while opening it. I'm sorry. Just joking.
You've got to be smarter than the pack.
Oh, good luck with that. But yeah, I mean, they're really helpful. Yeah, right. They were really helpful, really nice, really patient. Colress, I told you, you should have gotten the Colress with.
I should have. I will next time.
Yeah, I'm right on. See.
Another Professor
Turbo. Getting these Professor Turbos. Okay, I'm gonna throw this away. Yeah. I got my trash bag right here next to me, guys. And then come on, please give me the Pheasant Skibbity. Oh wait, there's also a stamped Raging Bolt.
I think there's a stamped Raging Bolt too.
That would be so cool. I fell in love with this Raging Bolt deck. Don't get me wrong, I'm still in love with the Ethans, but I'm gonna wait until the black and white stuff releases, and I'm gonna revamp that deck, and then I'm gonna have 3 decks that I'm gonna run a lot, which is gonna be the Ethans, it's gonna be Raging Bolt, and it's going to be another one that I've been planning around looking at those set lists. I'll show you guys later. If you want to know what the deck lists that we're using are, just let us know. We'll make little shorts so you can see it. Okay.
Nice.
That's not bad at all. Raging Moon is nasty because of the, of course, Frenzied Gouging. Knock out your opponent's active Pokemon if your active Pokemon is. Yeah. So if you knock them out, you have to put 200 damage on it, but just assuring you get a knockout on anything in front of you is insane.
Knock out their big monster without having to worry about having to two-shot it. That's
running that with poison package, because poison package is crazy, because even if you go first, you can just straight up donk. If they put out one Pokemon, I've seen it where they did 88 poison counters, so 80 damage. So even if you put out a 70, they can still end the game before you get your first turn.
Yep.
Very
frustrating, but it looks like a fun deck to play.
Toxic.
Ha. You're so cringy.
All right, I'm gonna move over so she can show you what she's got.
All right, so here are my 2 promos that I got to pick out at the end. I went for...
Should have got the Colress.
I should have got the Colress. I did go for the rescue board because I do use it in my Marnie's deck, so I went ahead and grabbed those. I won 3 prize packs. We got 2 just for participating, which was really, really awesome of the card shop, which was Villains down in...
Oh yeah, Villains Comics. It was in Lewisburg, West Virginia.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're really generous about it. We didn't even pay for entry, so
they did no entry fee.
That was cool.
We got 2 packs just for playing, and then you got 1 pack for every win. Another night stretch and another rescue board.
I told you should have got the Colresses.
I should have went for
Colress. I told
Colress.
you, because we have deck plans in mind for the future with Colress in it, and I think that will work wonderful.
Now we've got all the night stretchers we needed.
Yeah, we were missing
that's
night
awesome.
stretchers.
Oh, you didn't see
I
that.
also didn't. I needed a Prime Catcher in my deck. I didn't have one, so...
Psychic.
I had to
Enhanced
use...
hammer. Is this the one that's scary? There's a hammer that...
No, Crushing Hammer.
Hey, I need that.
Oh, nice.
Cheludon. Another Professor Turo. Bouffalant is everywhere. My gosh.
Make it stop, guys.
Bouffalant. Guaranteed. In every pack.
Come on, we need a Pheasant Skibbity that's also stamped. Or Raging Moon.
I'd love to
or
get
a Raging Bolt.
a Pheasantipity. I need one in my deck so bad.
Sorry, I'm sick, guys. Ugh, it's rough.
He is. Don't judge him.
Rough.
Crispin. Ooh, I like that Infernape. Evolution. That's good. And a Colress.
I mean, that's really cool. And the
That's
evolution's
nice.
great.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so important in so many decks.
Very, very, very good.
Now, to the matches and everything else. So, I got 3rd. That was because the other guy who had the same record as me, I'm not quite sure why. Maybe y'all can explain. I lost my first match. He lost the last match. And that's how it works. So I'm guessing it's because I lost the first match, put me at 0-1, and we went by Swiss. If I'm correct, y'all experts, let me know down in the comments, please. But I'm thinking it's because it's ran Swiss. For those of you who don't know anything about it, Swiss means that you start off paired randomly. And then every consecutive round, you are paired with somebody of a similar
ranking.
Match win ratio. So if I won one on the first one, I'm going to be paired with someone who won on the first round. So, and so on and so forth. So if I lost the first round 0-1, I get paired with someone who lost. And then I win that one, now it's 1-1. The other person went 3-0 until the end. So that might be the reason why he got 2nd place and I got 3rd, even though it's the same ranking. And I know I could have beat him.
If there was a 4th round.
If there was a 4th round, because my deck was specifically for his. But but yes, I think that's what it is. Y'all let me know. But my first round was against a guy who was, I think, just short of the top 32 in NAIC. Things happened. He ended up tying out on the last round, which didn't allow him to move in to the top 32. So that just happens because time was called and the other guy stalled. So it is what it is. I feel bad for him, to be honest, for sure.
It'd be frustrating.
But he was running Dragapult, and it's not a bad matchup for me at all, but I did one misplay, and it made me a turn behind. And I had him down to where I only needed 1 prize card, he needed 2. He had a lot of damage on the Raging Bolt that was out, but I could take care of his last Dragapult. I knew he had Ursaluna in hand. That was his win condition. So, as you know, if you're familiar with Raging Bolt deck, there's a judge in the deck. I had it in hand. I wanted to get rid of that Blood Moon. Yeah, well, in the 4 cards he drew an Ultra Ball and got it right back. So, GG's. Really fun, really intense, but how patient and supportive he was with, this was a brand new deck. I literally just made it beforehand and then decided to change out something for a Cyrano in the deck where it kind of messed up my flow that I was practicing the last 2 days before it. Yeah, I only had like 2 days with the deck. But yeah, and as I said before, I'm pretty sure there's no hoots or knockdowns in it, no rotoms. It's just turbo. It runs great. My misplay is what cost me that match, and I own that. And he played perfect all the way through. And that lucky Ultra Ball at the end, I mean, that's just God. It's like, you messed up. You deserve the L. And, alright, I agree. But, hey, how'd yours go?
My first match, I did lose. It was a mirror match, which I told you I played the Marnie's Grimmsnarl. I played against another Marnie's Grimmsnarl. And I know I made some misplays because I'm new to the deck still. I'm learning it more. I'm still new to playing against people that I don't know, so of course nerves got in there. I did mulligan once where my initial hand, I did not have a basic Pokemon to play, so my opponent got to draw an extra card because they did not mulligan. They were good to go. So they got an extra card to start out. I know.
Not to be rude or anything, I did have to explain it to somebody at the challenge. As she said, when you mulligan, you don't have a basic Pokemon to put in the active to start, so you have to shuffle your hand back into your deck and draw 7 cards. For every mulligan you have more than your opponent, they get to draw an extra card after prizing for every one. So keep that in mind, and especially in your instance, where Marnie's Grimmsnarl doesn't have an extreme amount of hand acceleration, doesn't have much draw support. Well, it does have enough, but a mulligan on your opponent's side to help you with the Marnie's deck is an extreme advantage. So, especially in a mirror match, the problem with what happened is the previous challenge we went to, they did deck checks, so you had to have it in order. So we went in with that, and she didn't shuffle as much as I did.
I didn't shuffle as much as I should have.
It ended up being that way. Sorry for the cutoff, but just in case people didn't know, I'm learning these things too, and I want to make sure you guys learn them too. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm rude. I'm out of here. Bye.
Absolutely. I love the clarification and the help. It did not help that I kept forgetting when you attack with Grimmsnarl and do his attack for 180, you also get to do 30 damage to your opponent's back row.
Yeah, to one Pokemon.
To one Pokemon on their back row, and I kept forgetting to do that. So I guarantee I would have gotten more prize cards out if I would have done the entire attack and not just the...
Yeah, because if you're forgetting that, you're forgetting to pair up your Monkey Dory to match that to spread the damage and consolidate it onto things you want gone on their side, especially in that mirror match. You must definitely want to make sure you do that, and he's not going to bring that up. He wants to win.
No, he's not going to bring that up, and I don't blame him. I don't blame him one bit. But that reminds me, I made misplays with my Monkey Dories too. You get to use their ability and siphon up to 30 damage from one of your Pokemon onto one of your opponent's Pokemon. And for some reason, instead of healing my Grimmsnarl,
no!
I kept healing my Monkey Dories. So when I could have kept my Grimmsnarl alive by pulling, I had 2 Monkey Dories out. I could have pulled 60 damage off of him every time to add on to my opponent. I didn't. I chose 10 damage off of my Monkey Dories.
Was your opponent having a little bit of a rough time running their Grimmsnarls?
No, he was fine.
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, you can take damage counters off of your Monkey Dories, that is fine, but usually you want to wait until you're within that 230 damage counters before you really start focusing on them, those last 230 damage counters before they go down, because that's that point where they can Monkey Dory twice on your Monkey Dory and it's gone and they just lose that. So focus on your main attacker. If you can survive just one extra hit with him in the mirror match, you got it. Oh, and in the mirror match, don't play Frostlass on it. Just focus on your Grimmsnarls and your Monkey Dories and the Shaman you should have in deck. But if you don't have a Shaman in deck, the picnic basket comes in clutch. Yes,
it does.
It may take some of your counters off that you can't spread, but you will get them back. And if you can put them one turn behind in their prizing, all chaos and all hell can break loose on their side. So very quickly with the Marnie's Grimmsnarl deck, I know, but yeah, that sounds like both a horrible match and absolutely hilarious. My second match was against someone trying to run a Metagross, a Steven Metagross's Metagross deck. He was younger. He was fifth grade. Yeah, fifth grade.
He was adorable.
Yeah, he was great. Great kid. But I mean,
he won.
Yeah, I won. I feel bad. I feel bad.
But you did let him try a second time because y'all had more time.
Yes, we had more time, so I'd asked him if he wanted to just run it back and see what can happen. And he looked at all of his prizes, and what he needed was all prized away. So, yeah, running it back to see. And we ran out of time before we could finish that match. It was working out way better for him the second time. So, hey, kudos. He made a pretty decent deck. There could be improvements. I hope he finds them and he comes back and does it again. And I gotta say, the Stevens Metagross thing is pretty cool. I wonder if the Genesect, the new Genesect EX, might make that thing turbo.
We'll have to check that out.
Turbo Stevens Metagross, Granite Cave, and the what is it?
Is it the bank?
The carbink, or you know what I'm saying? That makes him take less damage too.
Oh man.
With Heroes Cape.
That could be
440
OP.
monster taking less damage and accelerated to who knows what. That kid might be onto something. But yeah, what was your second?
My second match I lost again, but that's okay. I did not mulligan the second time, so I actually got a decent hand to start. I didn't get to put what I wanted to start with in the active spot, so that slowed me down a little bit. And I had that same issue of forgetting my 30 counters. I kept forgetting that Frostlass procs at the switch of every turn, and I did the same mistake with my Monkey Dories. I was more worried about healing them than my active Pokemon.
So,
and he was playing Archaludon.
Yeah. What about his deck was the most... What did you see out of his deck that could be hard for Grimmsnarl to overcome, though? Because even in that matchup, and you forgetting to do that, just straight up boxing it out, you know? Like, you should have stood a fair chance. What was it that...
I should have. I had to hit his Archaludon twice every time to knock it out, and then his Archaludon would hit me for like 180 or 200, close to there. So he was able to shot me too. So I really don't know what.
I'm guessing because of the energy acceleration with Archaludon.
He was able to hit like right off the bat.
If he was able to get multiple Archaludon EXs with
he had
that.
2 of them.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Yeah,
it happened that fast.
He had one in his active and one on his bench that was ready to go. So even though I knocked out his active one, and I was like, okay, this is fine. He brought his other one up and it was ready to hit. And
okay, so there's the problem. In the Archaludon,
the energy acceleration.
Yeah, they're going to be ready,
Gotcha.
so you need to be able to put all those counters on the next one to get the one shot as quick as possible.
The counters I did remember, I kept putting on his Zamazenta instead of his upcoming Archaludon too.
Yeah. So I'm guaranteed 1, 2, 3. That's 120.
Yep.
190. Then Frostlass. Yeah. Putting the counters on the Archaludon
would
in
have
the
helped
back.
me a lot.
That's what it was.
Yep.
So watch out for that. Steel decks can get beefy, especially since Duraludon starts with, I think, 130 as the basic for that line. So watch out.
Watch the counters.
Yes, watch. Oh man, steel decks are beefy, guys. Watch out.
They can be scary.
All right, so the third
Yep.
match.
Last match.
I mean, oh yeah, it was the
Because they
three.
only played 3
It
this
was
time.
only 3. But my last match was against the Archaludon player,
Yeah.
I believe it was.
I think you're right. Pretty sure.
Yeah, and nothing bad being said or anything like that, but it cannot stand up to the Raging Bolt at all. Raging Bolt tears it apart immediately.
Raging Bolt is just scary.
It's a
overall.
very scary deck, especially when I took out the knockdowns and everything just comes out and I'm swinging every turn for immediate KOs. Yeah, it's scary. I most of my matches, I'd say roughly 80%, maybe 70 at the lower end. I'm able to go ahead and swing for 350 right off the bat.
And Monkey Dory is useless against it because of the instant knockouts. There's no damage counters to
Yeah,
siphon.
with the but also it's not even just that. Baby Bolt as the backup to it for Monkey Dories in case that does go down, so you can just start picking off one prizers. Oh wow! I don't even have the oh my god, the Volcarona Paradox, Ancient Paradox in there. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting what it's called right now. Like I said, I'm sick, my brain's all. But no, I ended up just for the most part when it comes to plays like that, I do have just enough to move my stuff around at all times. So even in the Pikachu pairing where that would come up, or Iron Hands, it's usually for like Joltik box that you barely see ran anymore, which I think there might be some changes here soon. But it's a lot of those same Pokemon. I mean, I don't need it. I'm still one-shotting them. Well, the Pikachu, that's true, but they're not going to put out multiple Pikachus in a row. So if you could just start getting rid of some of their stuff, get rid of the Pikachu, they can't contest with the rest. It runs that fast.
Sure.
But it just couldn't. It couldn't keep up. Everything was gone before he could evolve it. And I ran it back with him too. It just couldn't. My deck just ran too fast. So that's all I have to say about that one. I just ended up Raging Bolt, Ogre Pawn, Latias, Ogre Pawn, and that's all I had to do the entire game. It was done.
And it's done.
It was done. Over and over. Both matches, that's all I had to do. All I was doing was putting on energy and using Sada if I needed to, and superior energy retrieval, and everything would die. That's it. Just not much to tell you. Sorry, guys. That one does sound boring, but your last match.
So my last match went actually pretty well. I think I finally had my deck fully shuffled the way I needed it to. I played against an Ethan's Typhlosion. I did win. I got basically everything I needed in my hand. I feel bad for the other guy because it seemed like his deck was bricking just a little bit. He had it set up similar to the way that Silver plays his, but didn't play it quite the same. I know it's kind of confusing.
Yeah.
I noticed the same things, but the order in which he played them was different than what I've seen.
I also saw some
Does
of
that
his
make
cards.
sense?
Some of his cards were different than mine. I think I even saw a Colress in the deck.
I think so.
And you don't really need it with that deck because he was running Typhlosion Dragapult, and Typhlosion Dragapult can go insane. You get 3 turns in, and now hand and energy acceleration is ridiculous. But he had it set up differently, so I'm guessing that's what's breaking.
Yeah, he was probably breaking because of misplay in supporters or just wrong supporters in the deck, so he couldn't get the monsters he really needed to play out.
In that deck, yeah, it's more about getting the Typhlosions and then up to Dracloak out so that things just take off. So if he's running the wrong supporters, yeah, it'll end up eating you alive.
Yeah, and you've got to use that Quill Lava so you can get your Ethan's Adventures and get them into your discard pile to pile up that, or power up, not pile up, that Typhlosion.
Oh, so here's the thing. I noticed when I first started making that deck, I put a little too much emphasis onto the Dreepy Dracloak, and then sometimes thinking I should just go ahead and have a Dragapult out there. Was he doing that kind of stuff?
He used the Dracloak once for that draw power, and then ended up going straight into Dragapult, but never pulled Dragapult out. He was just kind of sitting on the back row. So I feel like if he watches this, I'm sorry, I'm not judging you, I promise. But I think if you would have left it as the Dracloak to continue having that extra draw to pick your cards, things would have went much different. In that
deck, Typhlosion is the star. He can one-shot Dragapult.
Yes, he can.
And all you have to have is a tiny bit of setup with all the extra draw power from the Dracloak, because you get it quick, especially thinning your deck with Ethan's Adventures. So, yeah, the moment you start focusing on the Dragapult, where you're not just breaking into only having Dragapult to keep you stable while you build the rest, yeah, Dragapult's completely secondary. And if you play him primarily when you don't have a reason to, you're practically handing the match over in that one. But with this new format in black and white, I can see it's still going to be Typhlosion is the star.
But the supporter.
But the supporter Pokemon paired with having, I'm gonna be honest, I think Reshiram is gonna change that up. But
I think you're right.
I'm sorry. Enough of talking about that deck. How did it go? I'm sorry, guys.
It's okay. I did win. I got a little more comfortable with being there and playing, so I was remembering to do my Frostlass. I was remembering to do my extra counter from my Grimmsnarl when I would attack him, which he did have Shaman out. So I ended up knocking Shaman out twice. That way I could do my counter on the back row. And he kept rescue boarding and super riding it back out of his discard pile.
Very smart.
So I think I ended up knocking it out like 3 times. And he kept putting it back out, which is fine. That's kind of how it rolls. But I remembered everything to do on my deck. And it ran a lot better. And my nerves kind of calmed down a little bit. So I was able to think more clearly.
Yeah, you practice.
Yep.
So I'm going to be just frank here. From the sounds of it, from your experience, it most definitely solidifies.
Use your error.
Well, yeah, but practice with your deck.
Yes.
Put as much time as you can with the deck you're going to be using.
Play it.
Yeah, I only, with my Raging Bolt, I only ended up maybe having 20 matches behind this deck set up before going, and you only had maybe 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say 10 max.
Yeah, and by the time you got there, you were starting to remember what you should do. So, yeah, keep running the deck. Get comfortable with it.
Play it.
There's nothing wrong with having multiple decks, but don't go too far to the point where
you can't
you're
remember
just
your
changing.
lines. Yeah.
You know, get really familiar with a few decks, and then just change them around with what you feel or what you see other people running, if that's how you want to go about that, or, you know, just focus on little updates. I'm going to be running just 3 decks, and I'm going to play them to death, and I'm going to try to push them through, and then single down to one deck as we go, as we see the meta changing, especially with black and white, with some of that stuff. I know there's not many things that is going to be changing with black and white, but the pairing of some stuff from previous sets with a little bit of what's in black and white will change some things. And then, of course, Mega Evolutions.
I was going to bring up Megas, yeah.
I honestly do believe Cynthia's Garchomp is going to end up coming back
with that
hard.
Lucario. I cannot wait to try it out.
And the item card, only needing 2 Roselia, Roserade lines, having, a 4-2-3 of, Cynthia's Garchomp, having some of them Riolu and Lucarios, and then having the extra 30 damage with, of course, having 400 HP monsters, and then the Lucario's ability to accelerate your energy out of discard onto your Pokemon.
That means Garchomp's going to be able to use that big attack, because his big attack hits for, is it 200?
It's 260 before any of the buffs.
260 before any buffs. It's a big attack that can knock out most of the scary monsters, or very close when you pair it with Monkey Dory and all that fun stuff. But it causes you to discard those energies. So Lucario, being able to pull him out of the discard pile, I think it's going to be...
You can tell she's excited, because she really loves the Cynthia's Garchomp. Because... But you're right, because you could go up there, hit big, right? Your next turn, you have free retreat on Garchomps. And then put out Lucario, do the hit, get damage, then hit with the big hit on Lucario, because it's not going to finish off an EX in front of you if it's, one prizer, you're good still. But the other one will finish the job, or you can just do it, and then if they don't kill Lucario, which Lucario has like 340 health
He's
for
got a lot of
stage
health.
1. So he can survive
Rescue
a lot.
board. Attach a rescue board to him, that way you can pull him back out.
It'll be air balloon.
Oh, air
It'll
balloon.
be air
Yes,
balloon.
yes.
Lots of changes for Cynthia's Garchomp's
I
gonna end
can't
up
wait.
happening.
Oh
It's
my
gonna be
gosh.
it's gonna be slightly tool heavy, not like really. You're gonna have a 3 and a 2. I think you're gonna be in it. So that's more than a lot. Like usually run like 3 or 4, so 5 is a little bit more.
Yep.
But no. Great things for Cynthia's Garchomp is coming. I think Ethan's Typhlosion with the pairing of Reshiram
It's
and
going to be a nice little
Bravery.
facelift.
Yeah, the Bravery Bengals is going to get a lot. And then my other little sneaky deck that I've been researching, like,
Hiding
oh
in the
my lord, because I saw this. I'm going to go ahead. It's a second stage line Pokemon, but you don't use the last part, so a lot of you can guess this one. And I'm going to see if I'm going to bring back an old face.
Don't let your sneakies out. Don't let your sneakies out.
I know other people have been thinking about this too. Ain't no way. I haven't been watching a lot of the YouTubers that what do you call it? They look at set lists and say what's what.
I got you.
I don't want to spoil myself to what other people are doing, so that I kind of skew my own opinion of things and try to work them out. I want to make my own thing. But I guarantee other people are seeing this and be like, yeah, but I'm just hoping that I do it in such a unique way that, maybe. But yeah, we're going to see some great changes, and these decks that we're running now, you're going to see some, probably rotating of these decks as time goes on. And we're really hoping that we can go to regionals and do so. I mean, I'm starting to learn a lot. So yeah, this has been fun. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you learned something from the few tips, the few things that we ran into, the things I just learned, and hopefully you guys who are more experienced than me that might watch this, nobody watches these, that's fine.
Leave us some tips down in the comments. And if you're a new player and you have any questions, leave them down in the comments too, and we'll see if we can help you answer them.
Yeah, and remember, if you want us to make little shorts to put on the channel of the decks that we ran in these things, not just to get ideas for yourself or whatever, because I'm gonna be honest, this Raging Bolt, I looked at a Raging Bolt deck because someone said, oh, it's good against Marnie. I said, that's cool, but I don't like all of this. I just kind of redid it.
There's nothing wrong with revamping a deck that you think you could make slightly better, or just to fit your play style.
I made it fit my play style a lot. That's what I did. I just said, I don't want Marnie to start knocking that stuff out, the Noctowls and stuff and back. I really just didn't like the idea of it, and I wanted to play like the way I like to play. So that's what I did. So if you want to see that, and whether it's, like I said, to get ideas or maybe try it out yourself,
or just curiosity,
even critique it, that's fine. If you have any suggestions, I'll always be happy to see how it does. I can make little videos with the little things or whatever, and but that's fine. I had a great time though.
Wonderful time.
Dude. This was so much fun. The nerves are
dying down.
Yeah,
they're starting to die down.
Yeah, little by little I'm able to talk and reach out more with them. We don't have any interviews from this one. There wasn't space. It's a much smaller thing, and we were just one after another. There was no time in between to talk to the people.
It was bam, bam, bam.
So, like, there wasn't really anybody to talk to with it, but we are going to be going back for a special black and white event to the first one that we did, where we could talk to people and do little interviews.
Yes, on the 19th.
Yeah, they run it to where you have that little bit of time, you have that buffer, and, like, the people there want to talk and explain. They're way more. They just want people to come out more than the competitive. So those are. But do not get me wrong.
Competitive is something else and a wonderful experience.
They do have their like 5, 6 competitive people there, but we're talking about like 50 people show up to this.
Yes.
So there's a lot more, and even the competitive people, very, very nice there. So yeah, we'll talk to them once we wrap that up. I think what we'll end up doing is we'll play through it and ask like, hey, a couple of them that we played with, afterwards, you mind talking about your deck, talking about the events, you know, and stuff like that. And maybe get some of the same people, so that, you know, like what they changed with the new set or what they're planning on changing, so that we can get some talk about maybe future
That'd be cool.
stuff.
Yeah, that's a great idea.
You guys let us know. I know this is another long one, but they'll end up shortening as
Time goes on.
Yeah, we get, you know, input from you guys and, you know, see what direction, what you want to see. So it's not just spread out. And as we buy equipment, we can show more stuff of it. I'm excited to do that because I have to tell you, I think I make some big brain moves sometimes. But then sometimes I want you to watch because we did a match afterwards, me and her.
Oh man!
And I just beat the Marnie's Grimmsnarl with only playing one Pokemon, and I just only Ogerpon.
Only Ogerpon. I'll be honest. I was getting upset because I kept losing with Marnie's, and I know it can be very powerful. So he was like, "I'll tell you what. I'll only play one Pokemon the entire time." And he kept joking and discarding his other ones. He's like, "I'll need that.
Out of the hand.
That Raging Bolt, that's useless."
I don't have any other Pokemon in this deck. What are they doing here? But it was funny. If I had that on video, you guys would have had a ball with that one. It was hilarious.
It was hilarious, and I kept oh man, I tried.
The world's most powerful Ogerpon.
It was a very, very powerful Ogerpon.
So much energy on it. It had like all 12 energy.
It had all 12 of the energy in the deck on that Ogerpon.
It was hilarious. But alright guys, I'm sorry, we're dragging it out. Leave your comments, suggestions, what you like to see, what you want to see. And I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, blessed day.
Bye.